guys? You're about to watch the cocaine percent sell world record. At least I think I got the world record by the time that I published this video. Unfortunately, this world record was hit at the end of an 11-hour stream, and for some reason, chat really wanted to talk about politics, so you're about to get 15 minutes of pure, unfiltered, Big Willie politics. I apologize in advance. Do you like Trump or Harris more? Didn't like either of them. Did not like either of them. What is your opinion on the political instability and socioeconomic status of the sovereign nation of Yemen? Shit's rough. I couldn't point to where Yemen is on a map, but shit's rough. Just because I don't understand what you're talking about don't mean I can't listen. Listen and learn, brother. Listen and learn. What's your opinion on Hillary Clinton? What is this, 2016? Why are we still talking about her? Why are we still talking about Hillary Clinton, dog? When was the last time our country has had a half-decent candidate from either major party? I deadass think it was Romney versus Obama. It's just like 2008. 17 years ago. Is Trump in the Epstein files? Bro. Yes. Yes. It's basically already confirmed. Yes, he's in the Epstein files. That's not... Yeah, he is. And I'm 90% sure Biden is too. Like, I'm being dead ass, yeah. I think, like, goddamn half of Washington's probably in them. Romney was 2012? Okay, then 2012, yeah. Jeb Bush could still win. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind talking about politics because I have like the most milquetoast ass, fence sitter ass opinions. I don't have any like radical takes. I have one radical take on politics. I do actually have one. I don't think everyone should be able to vote. I think in order to vote, you should have to get a voter card. And in order to get the voter card, you should have to take a test. And the test is the citizenship test. That's all it is. It's the citizenship test. If you can't pass the citizenship test, you can't vote. I honestly believe that. 100%. I think you have to take the exact same test that immigrants have to take to become naturalized citizens. And if you fail it, you can't vote. I think one of the biggest issues with democracies is uninformed voters. And ill-informed voters. And misinformed voters. And I think the only way to fix that is with a test. But then the problem becomes, like, it would have to be, like, enshrined in the Constitution in such a way that, like, someone who holds power couldn't change it. Like, it would literally have to be they have to pass the citizenship test. You know, and the citizenship test would have to be written out in the Constitution. So, like, it's a little messy. Lukewarm take. Not everyone should vote. I do not think I think it's a pretty hot take. Hey, thank you, Ludwig. Do you think same-sex marriage should be equal as straight marriage? I don't give a fuck what people do. I don't give a fuck. If they're two consenting adults, let them marry. I don't give a shit. Whatever they want to do in their own home is their own business. I do not care. I don't care one tiny bit. Not in the slightest. I give an actual negative amount of fucks. Whatever you want to do in your own home between two consenting adults is not any of my business at all. See, look, Crow's, like, I love the chat, because Crow said, I think The statement, you need to know the country you're living in and its basics in order to vote, is extremely valid and reasonable. And the comment right above that is says, saying not everyone should vote is kind of insane. I told you it's a hot take. Plus, the more gay people there are, the more chances I can get a girl. You know what I'm saying? The more gay people are, the better my chances are. So it means there's less competition. So I say the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? You have Abby. I know, I'm stealing a chatter's joke. I ripped that shit straight from chat. I stole that shit. I stole that shit from Magus. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I give it to you. Thank you. Thank you, Magus. What about lesbians? There's more gay men than lesbians, so I don't, if we just increase the rate, then we're good. Whoever cooked that up is a genius. What up, Speedy Me? What's your take on gun control? I think the cat is out of the bag. I do not think an outright gun ban will ever work in America. Ever. I think the cat, we're way past that point. I do not think we're going to be able to ban guns outright and have that do anything. Nor do I think we should, but that's beside the point. I'm in favor of waiting periods, and I'm in favor of red flag laws if the red flag laws have like a sunset period. Does that make sense? I don't think you get arrested for, I don't know, like fucking domestic violence when you're 20 and now you're 65 and you still can't own a shotgun. I don't agree with that. But like a 10, 20-year red flag period, and then also waiting periods. I'm a big fan of waiting periods. There's no reason you need a gun right now. You can wait. You can wait. You know what I mean? That's coming. I own guns. I have guns. I'm an American. Shit, let that motherfucker blow. Mandatory gun education? I think mandatory gun education to own a gun, sure. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that at all. It's crazy. I've walked in a store, saw a gun I like to walk out with it in 10 minutes. Yeah, I think waiting periods are fine. I don't see any reason anyone would be against waiting periods. Like, there's I can't think of a single scenario where I need a gun right now. You know what I mean? I think gun safety... I shot my first gun when I was 4. Like, I'm very familiar with firearms. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Twitch chat. I'm just not reading it. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Twitch chat, but I'm not reading it. I don't know. They're having a whole argument. I'm not getting in the middle of it. How do you feel about universal healthcare? I don't think it's a good solution. I think the better solution is to heavily regulate insurance companies. I think universal healthcare is one of those things that sounds good, but it's not good in practice. And I've gotten that opinion from talking to a friend that lives in Sweden. And he needs to go to the ER, and he's there for like 3 hours. And there's like 20 80-year-old men in front of him that don't need to be at the ER, but they can just go because it's free and they don't have to pay a thing. You know what I mean? I think it severely bogs down services. I think it increases wait times. But I think what needs to happen is there needs to be public healthcare. I'm not reading chat because I want to give like my own opinions without like cheating. I think there needs to be a government healthcare that you can pay, and I think insurance companies need to be heavily, heavily, heavily fucking regulated. Ideally, it would just be like government insurance. I don't know. There's something there. But I don't think universal healthcare is a solution, and I don't think what we have now is a good program either. I think there has to be something in between. To enable universal healthcare is a 65% minimum tax rate federally and a 25 to 30% minimum state/locality tax rate. I'm not even talking about it from a taxes standpoint. I think even if it was actually completely free, it's not better because people would abuse the service. People would get a tummy ache and they'd go to the ER instead of taking fucking Robitussin and Tums. The replacement to ACA was the government gives money to consumer to purchase insurance. Yeah, but then we just get... But if the government is subsidizing insurance, then we just get into the exact same issue we had with college loans, which is that universities know that no matter how much they increase tuition, people are going to want to go to college. And the government will always back students going to college. So they can just continuously jack up rates over and over and over and make them go higher and higher and higher. And people will still buy it. And they can still buy it because the government will back it. And it's I think it's the exact same thing with subsidizing insurance. They're just going to keep raising premiums over and over and over because they know the government is going to back it. My mom was an ER nurse back in the 2000s. That was funny that people got Band-Aid from the ER. That's crazy to me. That shouldn't be a thing. I live in Finland. I waited from noon until 10 p.m. to get admitted to a ward where 2 days later I got diagnosed with something that could have benefited from having been diagnosed sooner. When I was a kid, I got attacked by a dog. I got attacked by a Great Dane, and I had to go to the ER, and I was bleeding. From hitting the waiting room to seeing a doctor was under 10 minutes. From hitting the waiting room to seeing a doctor was under 10 minutes. And I just know that wouldn't happen if we had universal health care. And that's the problem with it, is that I think it's too slow. But, like, there's also gotta be a better system than what we currently have, because what we currently have does not work. Oh, yeah. I mean, you want to talk about Social Security? Brother, Gen Z is not getting Social Security. Mark my words. You can clip this, come back in 40 years. Social Security will not be there when Gen Z retires. Dr. Celestial, thank you for the membership, brother. I got attacked by a pit bull when I was 7, and I waited in the ER for 4 hours, and that was in Washington State. That's fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy. Maybe it's just because I live in a rural area. But, like, rural areas have a lot of, like, healthcare not being available type shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Social Security's going away. Bro, I'm gonna start timing people out in Twitch chat. Can y'all move the fuck on? You're still talking about gay people. Just everyone move the fuck on, okay? Just move on. Drop it. Coin Laundry, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Ella, you gotta realize that some people are not worth having a discussion with. Some people are not open to changing their mind. You know what I mean? That's life. Some people are so set in their way they will not listen to reason or logic. That's life. You think Eugene went in? You thought right. Give him a whack. No way they're... Yeah, bro, it's like 20 minutes later. They're still arguing about it. Just drop it. Move on. Alright, we still gotta kill 2 minutes. Ask me another political question. We still gotta kill 2 minutes. ask me another politically charged question. So we can kill some time. Check who's in. No one. Not even Ludwig yet, which is a problem. Willie, can you let me know when they move on so I can migrate home to Twitch? No, Mick. There's no way to make handlers break down bricks, unfortunately. I think they've moved on. How do I feel about gay shirts? What does that mean? What is a gay shirt? Talking about, like, halter tops? Like, crop tops? What are we talking about? Halter? What is a gay shirt, bro? Why the fuck is that the argument? Why are we arguing about gay shirts? I don't think it should be the government's interest to regulate what people put on their body. I'll say that. If you want to wear a shirt, I don't care what it says. I don't give a shit, and I don't think the government should give a shit either, because then we're stepping into censorship territory. It's a shirt that you wear and it instantly makes you gay. What price did the 8 Dems get for agreeing to the shutdown deal? Nothing. They caved for absolutely no reason. The Democrats got absolutely nothing for caving. Nothing at all. Like, absolutely nothing. The Democrats held up, shut down the government for 40 days, and in return they got absolutely nothing. So all the Democrats did was starve children for no reason. For absolutely no reason. Because they caved. So, yeah. Alright, 30 seconds. Lock in. I am going to keep running this until I have work in 4 hours or until we get it. It was a little reductionist. No, it's not. It's the truth. There was absolutely no reason to cave when you had just won, like, massively in the elections the week before. Zero reason to cave. $15.59! 15.59. That's the world record. That's the world record. Okay, let me, because this is gonna go on the second channel now, which, you know, kind of fucking sucks. I might not post this on the second channel. Real shit. Real shit. I might not post this on the second channel.